minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys all for supporting Shaxi from day one up to now. And I just want to tell you guys that Shaxi has a good package for everyone, both our riders and our drivers. Thank you so much for supporting Shaxi. Shaxi, it's time to ride.
Family, have you noticed now Vema comes without a seal? Same refreshing taste in a lighter bottle with less plastic, less waste. Easy to compress and shrink for recycling. One small change, one big step for a cleaner future. Join us protect our planet. No seal, less waste.
Yo, Ghana, what's up? I have been in this market for a very, very long time, and I understand your day-to-day activities. So you know what? I introduced my new smartphone devices into the market, which is the Hotwave Cyber 16 Pro SM series. As you can see, it's fresh, box to it's shiny. That's Hotwave. I come show you how the phone they look like. And I tell you, this will be just any phone. You understand me? It come with a travel adapter. This be the manual. This be the pin way. You know, you could take open way or SIM card. And it gets in USB too. So they come with 2 cords. You understand me? And you know they're almighty. This is what I'm talking about. You love it. It's beautiful. And this be one of the phones where I tell people when you fall, your screen will crack. And this one you go keep for water inside for 3 days. If you doubt me, come. That's my new brand, you know, my new device. And I want you guys to just know that as I understand you and you understand me, I know how you will love this phone and support. That's my beautiful baby. Hotwave Cyber 16 Pro SM series. I know you guys are gonna love it. My way, I go use my one, I go find SIM card. Thank you. Love you. Use it.
Well, as to why Mahama has not paid their cut, I'm still thinking about it. Because the gentleman said, Mahama, Odieka. And Mahama has also confirmed that indeed Mahama made him moka. But Mahama doesn't want to pay. Mini yano. Brahima. Monday, Friday, mini yano. Well, it is just by the way for us to pave the way for today's edition of Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is live on Sammy Flex TV. And just as you know, my name is Sammy Flex, and the gentlemen are also seated here. Bright Ashon Katai, a.k.a. Bright Ashkat.
Thank you.
Is here, and Roland Amate is also here for us to catch a vibe. Now, you guys are going to be our special people, our special guests, and we want you guys to relax, remain calm, and enjoy whatever we are going to serve you. Meanwhile, whilst we are serving, if you think you have a thing or two to add to this conversation, why not? Feel free and let us do this. We are together in this area, and when we meet like this, it is just like a peer review kind of thing. We sit together as colleagues, as mates, and as industry people to discuss some of the matters arising out of our activities. The producers of the show are also very intact. Let me say shout outs to Theophilus Digosh, aka Vendetta. Vendetta.
Thank you.
Desert and Gerald Fear Shaki is also here. And we are good. We are set to go. Roland was talking about the difference between separation and divorce. And I don't know why Bright was supporting him. Do you know the difference?
What is the difference?
The difference like a child growing up. You have to be 1 year before you become 2 years.
Exactly.
So there is no difference.
There is.
It's the process. What is the difference?
The difference.
Separation is the beginning of divorce. What is the difference? Why difference means what?
The difference lies in some of its characteristics.
Brofo.
And yeah, brofo.
Semantics.
And yeah, semantics.
So,
and yeah, antics.
what is its characteristics?
Of course. In divorce,
Uh-huh.
characteristics need a difference from separation.
That's what I'm saying. It is the process.
It's not. You can say it's a process, but to some people it is not, because some separation do not lead to divorce.
100%.
And yeah, 100%. And yeah, 100%. Even if there is one case.
Wait. There's a separation of, okay, I live in America.
And you live in Ghana.
My husband lives in Ghana.
Uh-huh.
You are separated because of geographical location.
Exactly.
But the moment you start, we are married, but we are separated. That is the beginning of divorce. That's what I'm telling you.
We've also seen people who just get married, then one person relocates to another.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It is about geographical
and
location.
It doesn't lead to divorce because there's always an option for you guys to be together.
The geographical location one is not for divorce. This case, at the moment as we speak, the people in question, Efia Santua and the husband, they are both living in Canada.
But it could be different
it
places.
Could be different places.
So you don't say you are separated.
They are separated.
They are separated. Maybe I say wait that time.
So they are on the way to divorce.
That's what I want to say. They are on the way. Say that.
Because no, if you are in Canada and you are in Edmonton and I'm in Ontario, it is because of work issues or whatever. So every weekend or how you guys would want to situate it, you can still meet and continue with your marriage.
Exactly.
But the moment you admit that no, I'm sure if you ask her, so are you still married? She'll say no, we are separated. But she wouldn't use the word divorce.
No, I'm not sure she would say no.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
But I think that's the best way to go. I think there is still small hope to linger on. And me who said she feels say bia near TBA no. There is a small opportunity. Be to me so back.
There is always.
And it can also go south. So to be safe, and then the one case be divorced because so who the kind of say me divorce wa and then now na we jabe we be anso na bema no ensi nu pinka se me jawe. Ono no obi o twen asem bi mu. So case we separated then that one is better. Say bema no ntifie. So case we've separated that one helps her rather than just go straight to the point. However, me who say if munyina mo Canada. Na Canada initially kura mu nyina na mokoye na bibi nti sesi ya ba kwa kwotena bibi na ba kwa kwotena bibi a most of times
ba kwa kosiki asylum
situations
as the Canada so see obi immigration ebisa do you want to seek asylum they give you a form
you chop
you want to seek asylum they ask you you
chop medicine or you no chop medicine.
Okay.
My boy told me that the moment he got to Canada at Montreal airport, he was asked, okay, do you want to seek asylum or you want to go inside? He was given a pen and paper. Just say yes and sign.
Wow.
Say yes and sign. No.
I say wow.
No back signing.
And also a single.
Yeah, the pharmacy is
I'm saying not a single. No. The fact that he said he was single and not a single anymore.
I bet you know. Because I think say in one of the commentaries I saw online, the issue was they said the girl even wanted to come back and get the kids. But after they found Kolane, we know the more kono okokaso mu ye busuya. Emba zo mu nso kachensa. Nipa na also ni ye busuya no so no kwa no nam. Ono so yanko nam. Nti no sa na be ya. Be ya nto mu separation yi de. And I'm kwan so e could divorce.
Could this also be an April Fool thing?
No. I would not see it from that angle because you see
because remember today is 1st April.
Yes, but this
and people are pulling pranks already.
But she did not say this today.
Oh really?
No.
It wasn't today.
No, it was I think yesterday or 2 days ago. She was on a TikTok live.
Yeah, I've watched.
Yes, they were having a discussion on your friend is saying relationship
with Fire Oja.
Yes, and
no, I've seen the video.
And so it wasn't today.
Oh, it wasn't today.
No.
Okay, then away from April Fool.
Me mom, nothing shocks me, especially for the character in question. Nothing shocks me. So
what is about the character?
But someone, even at a point where the whole country was waiting for you to come, you came to us, we supported you on something, and the result was given to you times ahead. You kept it and paraded as if you hadn't
received it,
been given. So if she could do that, I wouldn't be shocked if this is an April Fool, because even at the time when the whole country
you need
to support or crap, you pull the first one on us. Easy route to go away from say when April Fool, you know. So I really don't think say if a banner will be say April Fool, shock me and shock me.
Well, personally, I hope it is April Fool because the kind of trauma this thing can give the guy, especially.
Why do you think the guy will be in trouble?
Oh, bro, you see the guy already. People were seeing him to be.
Enka.
That's what I already people were seeing him to be that. When he was seen holding bags and you see how smallish he looks and how gigantic the girl looks. People, they actually thought this was a mismatch to start with. But the lady said, no, it's not a mismatch. This is where my heart is. Many predicted this day. When you go online, say, this thing, we said it too. But that's what I'm saying. If indeed it is true that what we are seeing online is factual, the guy will be more traumatic.
Me, I don't think so. I think the guy will be okay. I think the guy will be far okay because you see. No.
Yeah, be yen the
if was and twa.
I'm be the quadro. Yeah, me best be got.
No, you see. No, do you know why? No. You know why me? I feel the guy will be okay. The guy will be okay because if not for if was and twa, anka guy nko only public domain.
So now he is.
No, meaning he naturally or you're reserved. And even aside your friend saying if was and two activities, guy don't who know baby who know baby exactly. Into saying no, and I say be or more dance challenge or more TikTok videos. Saying no, debut saying no. I don't think the guy would want to do anything that didn't be about to social media. And besides, Sisian. Say enye fu asantoa what the guy nka biom wo hu ni biom what ni hu bibi there
be say so kwedi adron to so de no hotel
inti no
because adron nya dipe I so hotel
so why see
o di adron na fa 110 na pp sa obenya semo
a power
yeah man
ala gota there be inti so it comes back to my point say the guy will be okay besides on your social media like in your social media come na dey no sa come na en no ye won crofo at say for asanto say ono sa niama no na eye ne dia ono social media come dey no inti bibie ni and she would want to do it for the gram but the guy is not like that and such a person senya social media na obeka nkwa asema na ugosi anwe how many people would even meet him and will even be bold to say whatever they will say on social media in front of him. I'm teaming cancer.
Yeah.
And for me, I think the guy will be fine. And listening to some of the stories around, Charlie, me, I'm not surprised. Even if say near April Fool, me, I wouldn't be surprised. Besides, Charlie, will be any deal. And you see, new level, new devil.
Okay.
Ebia, Bibi Maya, no, you guys think you are okay. And even if say I'm Pampa, me, I think say even when they were here in Ghana and Pono, some of Ifwas and Twas utterances and stuff. Analyze here, you can clearly see say differences. Last time Okoka say, nipa no worry no. Sometimes wakuma timi kodi baby. I would to me no. But you settle for another person. All these ones are niyama obetimi aka say okay na boboba. Inti if that is the case, me I wouldn't be surprised. But I think say nipa ebia ono ne ho befa no fu asantoa onipa ne ho befa no oh yes because you see there are two sections of people here. One that say there was a letter be obi post here, a narration be obi post here about what is happening between her and her husband. The person was talking about fu asantoa healing. Once ankrofo no omo no moye feminist and feminist and conspirators and associates and advocates. Sakromono. As I am healing, and I am doing this no move, no. And we have some people who would also be very judgmental because someone one. They didn't like the fact that Ifwa Santwa was exposing her husband in that manner.
Okay.
Because they thought, say, okay, Ifwa Santwa's husband exposure, no, Eko say a man for be more disrespecting, even when the guy had not done anything to them.
Yeah.
Until for them, for this to happen, for them, they will blame Ifua Santua, whether it is her fault or not. They will blame her and they will come for her any day. Ube posting picture.
And at that time, many men too were seen to be very irresponsible.
Exactly.
Yeah, supporting husband. Hey, near unit train, near trying for.
Where was the last time crowd here back?
Okay. Right. Who is likely to suffer the consequence in what is happening?
Well, just because we don't know the details. But me who ni say Beman is sina dream P. Yes say or no na. Wakoka so a single first no dey. Just say the person assembly said what will happen.
Okay.
In the worst case scenario, Wakasio, some say me a single. Say a court South Crapa.
I will be single.
Yeah, I'll be single. So I think say your bar no as you see no. Yes, say Klana by na this one mumna. She would be going through a lot. And she would also be going
Klana
through...
Bernard this one.
I say, I saw now Klana one in chain.
Oh, in Canada and Klana this one, sir.
Well, and now, also just because she would feel betrayed. Say, me will be at Nase Mikuna.
They have 2 children, right? Or 1?
Yeah, I think say you 2 to 3.
Okay.
Now, say, me name say people into asylum, sending a more can into no, say, and idea we mama. Na we dey akoko crown bomb prince akra no no so we omudu embassy into no.
And I heard it was the lady who even got the visa for him.
Exactly. So I would think say your bar na we dey otna so weka so anka we dim kwase asem kakra. Because anka mo to Ghana na wa anka so kudi ni makopa ma wa. Send the unko kra na wa beka so ba be na ma. So I feel that way say no kra yes e hwema anka ba no po na o say that's if what is being put out there is true. Or ban the best of our dream who be brave. Be man they say wa fa na dream we. Onim ni anoye na wa ye ntino.
Ay, enkrata sem. Ne akosia Japan no boss anyam zo. And then I met baby so wa ware. Na so minim secretary ti wa ware. And yes, what is wa ware? That's with the secretary. Oh my well, that is just by the way. But since we are seated, let's continue with a conversation like that. A Nevada concert in America has given us videos of Chris Brown and a lady in an act, and this has gone very viral. Some discussing it in ways that put the blame on Chris Brown, and others who are also saying that, hey, yeah, you guys should insulate Chris Brown of any blame. He did not do anything. After all, if the lady did not want it, or if the lady even started it, how do we even know? And this conversation is also going here in the studio. We are all men. And we know how performers are able to attract these ladies when they're on stage.
Very much.
We've seen Olive the Boys. We've seen those boys. They are performing and the ladies are going crazy.
Kiddy.
They are going gaga, kiddy and cool.
Yeah.
So, Director, whilst I'm talking, let us watch the video on the screen. Then I'll come back to ask my people how we can judge this issue. In fact, there is a video of another guy who I heard was the boyfriend or something. And not quite in person because if really that was the boyfriend standing there and the lady went that far, that is also another conversation. Again, there's also another plot of people who think that some of these ladies, they are planted in the crowd so that when performances are going, we can just call one randomly. Meanwhile, we know who we've planted to do or execute that job. And because we all work with performers, let's see how best we can discuss this. Ro, earlier you were saying it was not Chris Brown who initiated the kiss.
Chris Brown did not kiss the lady. The lady kissed Chris Brown.
No, the Captain Buff.
There be a more boof.
No. Why did I got to a couchness?
Ordinate so by
why did I got to so?
Chris Brown and the lady need to.
No, toast no guest a bane or the twice so after that.
Or to your man.
But Ro, do you watch Chris Brown shows?
Yes, I do.
This is typical him.
Yes. So why is saying it was the lady?
No, you mamunya butre. I am talking about the act. This particular the kissing act. You see, Chris Brown, this is him. Way or tie or the amount for it is a Ruga. And to say Ruga, the same thing. Ruga also has acts like that. Although but to be one more timid or banet none so now chew no wine sanya man. And no punches all their sheep. You understand? It is the same thing. Chris Brown video ni own. He was having a microphone and he was singing. Check whose tongue came out first. When you watch the video very well, he was singing. Or no, you're any a teasing performance. He was just teasing the lady. And in teasing performances, just to make it look real.
Hey, if you tease someone, the law is against it too.
The law is not against it. For the lady to come, no, for the lady to come that far, she had already indirectly consented to whatever is going on.
No, coming there doesn't mean consent.
You see?
No. I also about who they want to know about consent.
There be an buy or say I'll hold in or run authority. It means come chop.
Bro,
idea American. You see? Entini ye catcher say ode obiepo na udi kwosemu po no kase jaya. Tu nefako. It is the same thing. One way, the fact say ode na no aben panche so opewe kisi. The fact that he's performing. He's performing to the song that he auto no.
Now Tonyma also do no question.
It is part of the act.
Which act?
Oh, on no one you kissing you, fucking
but
you.
You do know, sir.
So it was part of what, the kissing act or the performing?
The performing act.
The performing act doesn't involve kissing. That's what I mean.
It doesn't. That is why Chris Brown did not kiss the lady, but the lady kissed him.
My issue is any artist performing. Any artist na ye juma.
Yeah.
And most of the time, sa nyama we no. Aya na ye dice kakra. Regardless say obeka say like let's take it say lady na initiative. There are times some people will tell you that just because of how emotional a person is when they see someone they like.
It's true.
And how vulnerable they become. You the artist should at times have the emotional intelligence to know say okay, this is wrong. And I'm going to say Bisa say, do you watch Chris Brown's performance? There is someone who will tell you say me there kunyesu will be to ya na better na me so wine me.
Yes.
That one when you told me that the person gave their consent, fine. But not in this case.
You see, in this case, it is said Ruga invite to our stage. The same thing.
And I say, oh yeah, me girl na ya koshu no akoyi we ya.
You see,
this is the act. We've seen actor amount for Eddie amount like inviting go for a backstage. Or never, some of them are even in exotic ways. The last time, I think Olive the Boy's performance, the ladies on stage are normally on Sunday nam ne hunyina were in exotic ways. And no patch say okay, say or the first order in Sunday nam hunti no one sorry ana wakomiano ana wakoso na soboni. There be it is the same thing with Chris Brown. So ade na all year now he is acting, he is performing, and a woman he needs to make the audience see how real the thing is. Na all too, and he is translating it through the act. So if it is kissing, he needs to go to that extent for the people there to believe. But you see how close he would get to the lady, no? And yet the same thing more stands no. Into say BBC, now you would have to analyze, say, okay, did he get that close to kiss the lady? Or when he got close, who kissed who? Because if we are to even analyze who kissed who, the lady's tongue was as tall as the microphone, the distance between the microphone and Chris Brown's mouth. If we are talking about who initiated the kiss, it was the lady. And video ni here, right after that act, he went back. You see, then he went back because he knew it. You watch from the beginning. You see, he had a microphone. He took the microphone off. Then he was still singing. The microphone was on his side. See, he was still singing. Now, do you see the lady's tongue? When lady look at how tall or how long it is from her mouth. At this point, you see, his lips were still tight to the microphone. Once he still had the microphone to his lips, meaning that he was performing. You came to kiss.
No, Ro, take your time. Take your time. Take your time. You call someone to do this to or to do this for. You should know there are limitations to this.
There are.
Especially when, according to the video, the lady even came with the husband or the boyfriend. So if you want to do this, at least know the distance at which you are going to do this.
You see,
it is true. The lady indeed initiated the kiss according to this video. But who went that close to suggest a kiss?
Chris Brown did. Which is something that you can't tell me the lady isn't aware of what she was going to do on stage.
No, the lady knew that she was going to be performed for by Chris Brown.
Then it would be.
But for Chris Brown to suggest,
no.
Because sometimes it is the suggestive action too.
Bright asked the question. Me analyze the video. No, beside me say, watch the Chris Brown shows.
Yes.
You see the lady there, for her to go and jump in a seat, it enye idea. Oko concert first time kitikra na wa you. It is something that you probably might have seen. You would want to do it. So I can tell you that for the lady to jump in the couch on stage, meaning she's seen the same act on different occasions. Into your corner, on
different occasions, did they kiss?
No. But she wants it.
Hey.
You see, okay, how sometimes these ladies are sometimes vulnerable, especially when they meet people that they love. The last Kwabna concert if you girl talk concert, National Theatre. See, Kwabna was performing, and a lady, he called a lady from the stands. Not ordinary backstage, so the lady saw Kwabna son on melted top form. Or melted top form say bam, and also the more. Now I talk for also ni mo no oje ni mu no she just left the auditorium ba ni na hunsu.
What do you mean by the na hunsu?
Ni na hunsu.
Wa je so ba na.
Ni na hunsu.
And then I'm the na hunsu.
Ni na hunsu.
Oh, a day.
Cream no kwa.
So be kwa ba na na.
Listen, cream.
No, what you so boy.
I know they call you. You see, so at this point there are some people that, okay, this is an opportunity for me to get close to this particular performer. If Senyesa through this actor, the probability of getting close to him, 0.00000.
Yeah.
Intino Senya Weya. Tell me a coin bear so BM no before Obeki Chris Brown. And there are people like that one show ye no this is my favorite artist, this is my favorite artist. I won't. One show they know what our favorite artist now you might lose the person. And a cat a money meme. There are some people that especially among who when the shade sister fear.
I know, right?
Sister fear.
Yeah, body.
Sister fear.
Bibia.
Oh, yeah, beka ho.
Na just okay.
Yeah, okay.
Omo beka ho.
Okay,
Omo beka ho. You see, all these things are there. Intino, the lady can initiate a kiss. One, depending on how she feels about the artist. And two, you can't tell me say okotsna akoni anim no. Onim ni ana ebeko so. And even if she didn't know, and she didn't consent to this. You see how close Chris Brown came before the case happened. No? Uncle Be sorry. Uncle Be sorry because we've seen some before. The same Ruga. Or friend lady be backstage. Oh yes, so Muna. The lady said she did not come to the stage for this, and she left. And so you can't tell me say okay, lady now bet the guy is teasing you, performing, initiating something that looks like a case. You don't consent to it, but you are there. To the extent that you take a massive flag, no, you knew what you were going to do.
Bright, have your time now.
Where's some material under say?
Yeah.
Material say on the aspect say, yeah, it's understandable say sometimes just because people idolize people, they would want to think of them. People idolize people to such a point that they would want to even think of them in a sexual way.
Okay.
Ebimo cross talk ebimo. That is true. Good. But my point is, once you are an artist, there should also be that self-awareness on what you do on your stages.
Okay.
Because for how the times that we are in, just a little slack can get you legal implications that will cost you a fortune.
Fact.
I sent some videos. Don't say I will call the boy as Sammy. I sent some videos. So artists performing on your self-aware. At the to you would think so. Okay, a vibe, you know. The person can even sue you for sexual harassment. Because if truly is the case, one, what's the lady in the train catch my face? But before the lady did that, who suggested sending another brand something?
Yes,
it was Chris Brown.
Yes,
you came in first.
He wasn't explicit.
No. The suggestion alone means a lot.
How they were all there, no? But it was from both ends. And just as I said, no, lady no all stage 1 on him. But akwakọ yẹ sẹ o sẹ ọba aba ofi onim sẹ ọba de ọkọ bẹẹma fia ni a etumi si ni ye because ọba de ọkọ bẹẹma fia ẹ de yan sex tumi bẹ mu san so na ọno nso bibi sẹ ọsẹ wahwẹ Chris Brown performances da ọba no konim sẹ Chris Brown performance de ọkọ a he has a way of making ladies like sexual materials on his stage as to if that is good morally for his brand or whatever that's another conversation but obi ọbẹ Chris Brown show bi anim sẹ Chris Brown de ọkọ ni show a Oma or buy like you soon buy the idea way.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean say lady neighbor. That was what the lady was expecting because you can't judge her motive. So once you suggested the action first, no dear, then that burden is on you.
Okay.
And I make and I say, for what I saw, me, oh yeah, Mira, this thing won't happen.
That be that.
No, and even if it happens, sometimes it is the type of woman you pick. Type of woman you pick because me for ba mama ngini so ba me ko stage akoye bribi say oh no serious brother because ye ko show ne kra pono me mo atias yes say e wom so pe Chris Brown
yeah but threatening
ba Chris Brown no
yeah e be more
ma utua na obe na tua no so me na metua e
be more boundaries
it will yeah like an intelligent woman will know this.
Stay away from this kind of act here.
An intelligent woman, sometimes these things, and say, the other ladies there don't love Chris Brown like you do. Or maybe Chris Brown no make sure one or see. But me, baby, I'll be quite say stage, you know. A whole man a major. You lack emotion, like every form of intelligence, you lack it. Because why will you do this in front of me? Like, so what to me, Chris Brown, you here? Then what if? After I say the manager feature
a power
and it happens
because
the manager patch a power
yeah man in see what stage anymore obesi or back
sana ya moye no
say ultimate fa
oh that be someone some your managers
ultimate fa on see for
oh
over backstage ultimate fa on see for only the boy the idea of moye of obusi for stage name
no those ones were paid for they were part of the performance oh say Tyler shut a chair phones phones
they went
no we crowd oh yeah no mo fe to sana oh
yeah call backstage and no see for
phones some
oh no say come say there and shut a crowd Roland Beshim but that's the thing and yeah say there are times I've seen artists perform who say artists be perform not put inside for the manager name
yeah patch there
the manager name
code no
onim say what tone you original say atone ma show baby oh fine girl manager name say what can fine girl rema perform no ka so yellow no point to baby the manager name say that can yellow in can oh we are giving you backstage access
okay
but my issue is we understand say sometimes because of how relevant we become in industry and how our shows are no a man for being that likening for us as creatives but I would also use this as a way to advise creatives say in today's we are here one or being here you cry so I
fact
so if you give in too much to some of these things it may not be now but nipa now they won't say or call bankrupt no then your lawyers are even in the States there are lawyers who are like predators on some of these things they'll come and be like oh we won't send you or movie or buying say no I did able to me see
there's a loophole there's a loophole in there
so me I don't know for video na make sure there omutu nyina mo penom ye but for many Americans say for creatives there you should find a way to be self-aware on some of these things. And now your ban near the Uko shop, Hunyansa so be near or the Oba show na say, and quite deal with Brasa. No, ya do what have me pa.
I said, when you free.
Oh, say free yourself.
Oh, see, you're planting it, yeah. That's what I said earlier.
There are parts of events that you
yes,
plant and you may see.
Yes.
They
plant some people. No, I get
have
it.
access to the show. Ticket to the one top. Oh, the other
Mountain, you may relationship now with the and
the leverage.
And it's happened. Brasa, me, I won't lie to you. I have a few like female friends who would be like, oh, Tobinko, you know that I like Olive. Oh, you know that I like Kelvin Boy. Oh, into my music video, you are the me shame. Then I'll tell them, so no, I don't have, because true. When I look at me, and I look at Olive the boy, we may be the same. But again, there's an extra value Olive the boy will give you.
Yes.
When you Olive the boy, say, now we hear video, just being with Olive the boy, no, or bam, and women are attracted to some things that you wouldn't even understand. And found you say, or ba ni kuna to I shop na man I den man no crab no. Ya man discuss on phone ko dwim. Or corners or ton na mo abacha or na abacha eto ne so a. And to so na abacha dey ato ne so keke ne kro be found na ye bibi. Na Olive the boy. And me have been in an artist social media before. To best idea, most Ghanaian artists, they are very tactical. As manager, they can give you the Facebook account. They can give you the Twitter.
By Instagram.
TikTok, IG, Snapchat.
Oh boy.
They will manage their own thing.
Oh boy.
They will manage their own thing. Because women are that vulnerable. So when you're on stage and women come to you that way, you have to get the extra thinking to see, say, what I'm putting myself in. Is it something I'm ready for?
Okay.
For Chris Brown, maybe he can be able to like me who say na can obetumi ekabia ba obetumi accommodate that cost or whatever.
Yeah.
But imagine if it's you. Who you like who betumi are able to? Yet now obe come artist be we and pause sorry streaks are bano. A chance we be upon site.
Streaks near more.
Yeah, and me suddenly I shame a pass man artist.
Because of streaks.
Brother, me a simple. Now, I rise I'm only the boy Nicky you much me. And kada no me chemi.
And that's all my artist.
That was a kempaluta chemi that no the chemi.
So your artist.
And no that's all yeah artist.
And the streaks need to know ya.
E want me hit ye. Kempaluta betumi atena we ne. Na nsenya o male or ton man or you. Ono di ohun se oba esquet here any fepa is the most beautiful thing he's ever seen. And I tell you that day send your phone da ho. No the number to also me snap in you send me bibia.
Ebe blast.
It's a winnie.
Ebe blast.
Okay. That is just by the by. But we are also reading from you. What do you also think about the act? And the fact that the lady's boyfriend was also there. That is one of the areas that I am so concerned about. How is life going to be after this particular act? Earlier, I think there was another Nigerian artist who also performed, did the same thing with a lady who went to the show with her boyfriend like that. And after I heard the boy even jilted her.
Yeah. I think it was Ruga or something like
Rema.
Either Rema or Rema.
Yeah. That was
I'm sure Akolawi Kumase Akolawi I'm friend Kojori. Kojori.
Yeah, Nancy on hiti.
Kojori akitesi. Na brother me injumu to Kojori ajeme girl. Me boga na bu Kojori kraka.
Okay, now on this note, let's move on before we beat somebody. Right, you were not here when we started talking about George Britain's post about a certain actress. Who George Britain thinks or sees anytime this lady actress dates an up-and-coming artist, the guy loses his career, or better still, the career dips. I know it became very controversial. When you go online, there were some people who were even suggesting some names, thinking that, oh, we could see Sumasi in this shade. We can find Sumasi in this shade and all. other people even called out George Britton. They were like, no, that was uncalled for. You are a very responsible showbiz personality. This statement should not come from you. In fact, it is allowed to come from any other person, but not to you, George Britton. And in fact, many lashed him. I must say, at that time, many came out and lashed him well. At the time, I even thought he would just come out to apologize, but man was so steadfast. He said no, he won't apologize. He will still maintain his position, and he thinks that lady is still causing havoc to the industry. In short, let me get your opinion on this.
Let me add this one to it. He also came to say, it is only Sarkodie that was able to break through that.
I think that the main post I was here, I was the one who even read the main post.
Yes, you mentioned, but we couldn't go deeper into it.
I think not that time, now what an year muddy. I say Yama exam, sir. Yama option 1. Oh, say yeah, English oral, sir. Did Akosia kill the cat? No, my baby before.
Cat.
Kill. Say second post, no, mammy who Necklaire said, na yina. Yenya kudi baby ana Sarkodie factor no na ma ye be hu say
okay
actress na nka ya eye brim ye ni so you know you know
okay
is it the one that
or customer
I am thinking
you know
okay
I'll see you know
work
with the you and the
I've seen it
me call na me ma dwen ba on say but no kre o kan first one ye fa ne sa agro ye fa ne se agro but ye fa ne sa agro no kre so me kotena afi na me dwen na me say
okay
sebio baby a ye bra penny George Britton do no there are some things say san ko jama nkola no e nkola asem no di ye no yeah subjecting a woman to that is very foul, most especially when it's not like the woman rapes them. They come into consensual agreement,
intercourse,
and they have an intercourse. Na obana da onu ebie ni nem na be ma na di ahyemu. Na ne carry wu a enyo obano na eku ne carry. True. I'm tempted to believe. Today. Mr. George Britton isn't a hot cake music executive as he was some time ago.
Okay.
Is it the case or no so akoye bribi sir? Because if
he's married.
Yeah, but so is it the case that whoever he's married to is also that way?
Which way?
No.
What I say? So that's it.
No, but the fact that he's married doesn't negate anything.
No. What I mean is all the people that George Britton mentioned, they were not married.
No, he never stated when.
He never stated.
No, but we know. We know the kind of people George Britton wants us to believe they are culprits to this crime. They were all not married.
You know AJ Lyrics. You know AJ
yeah,
Lyrics.
I know AJ
Levicho.
Yeah, I know AJ.
You know he got married at a very early age in his career.
Did he go there?
That one I don't know.
So let's take him out.
No, why would you want to take him out?
I'm saying the people that we have an idea about, who among them is married?
It could be. It's not about AJ Lyrics actually.
Okay.
Maybe you don't have him in your list.
Yeah.
I may have him in my list.
Hey. Okobi.
Hey, Mr.
Any giant for now.
I think it's a very foul. Entini betumi aka say enkrofo bi say ka key mu nso. Ka key mu sebio omo ba ya bibi ncho mu nso omo sisi omo carry ani nu osa. You betumi aka so bi say Tiffany. And now we money ade. Na we will also subject them to the conversation. So there is a certain well-grown bearded industry person, and once you get in contact with him, now carry you. Like that's the extent of how
people can also go
nonsensical the statement was.
Okay.
Emba you will need to you looking by in some way, and at once say be omu ye bribi crap on you don't determine how productive an artist becomes based on their body count. And
based on who they dated.
Yeah, who they dated. So it was very unfortunate. After lashback no a backlash in the buyer no I was expecting so about Bekasio anyway, and I saw say in the comments that is from what people said, not what I'm saying. People are pointing fingers at someone like an actress who did Foreplay Reloaded, who did many movies with Frank Raja, Miss Nelson, and I don't think so for the lady in question. That's something that we should like point fingers at her for.
Okay.
Because everything aside, say me nkokra meko.
The and you say a seko unya obeko.
In case say
in case
yamma forewarning.
Oh,
they say to be forewarned is to be forearmed.
You want if you had the mammy for no.
Enti adia yamma forewarning say here when you go here you should expect these consequences.
Almost say to be forewarned is for to be forearmed.
Yes.
Oman kazi to be stopped. Let's just say to be forewarned is for to be forearmed. It's not just how kwa di utrim say and the idea kwa kwe betumi ayende o car yet no. O kwa men kwa 1 round. Men kwa 2 round.
Body kesie. Ai. Body kesie o.
It's end o bona uhu a unse o. Obana career na so ye kra.
Where did
you guys just want to die.
There are some things me I don't stress on. There was one time I told my mom say there was this pastor see una we ase the oba we ase so a boni a wo mu wa he has say you know eno na say okọ heaven a ana yi abraba wo mu ha no eno na okọ heaven na obekọ akọ yokọ so obekọ na che say boni a wo ye wo asase ase. But one time it's one I dream say, brother Sammy say, me wa say na say you me bu ejama na just say me call her on so ejama na me kwa kobo.
And you
because say bonsa say asase so asay na me ye na say me call bonsam jim na say
and one na be kwa kobo dia.
E na me di na me kwa kodi wo ha. Me kwa akodi. Say ye twobo na obi tie and you be kwa akodi. Say won so na so be kwa akoto ndwuma. Kona akoto ndwuma. And issues about sex, no, personal decisions. So it shouldn't have even been. See, in all that he did, no, me, I really felt say because he doesn't work with an artist now, he was trying to instigate something so that people will get at the artist. That's how another point I was looking at it.
People will get at who his artist.
His artist, because I've had to come to the defense of Camido just because of his utterances. Camido nkoka asembia amphobia ho ye. But just because of the asemo kokan amount for hate at Camido.
So no so could be.
Say inti is that the case say Camido nso koye bribi sa na.
Reason his career is dipping.
Someone said say Camido is a one-hit wonder. Camido is never a one-hit wonder. Or one jumbe 5 to 6 it bangs like.
Yeah. So
media no credit. Ye wo age bia wo do industry mu a also will keep some industry secrets. If that is the case Safa, also will keep industry secrets. Mr. George Britton for a while now he's shown say he's not one who can keep industry secrets. Obekaya Dubai issue bi asa akode ye koje my free ni nsema ya ma wan perform. The video no skate ko kon backstage on obeka asa asem. Asa akode mu bu full no gidigidi. And then there's this one.
Okay, there's another one too.
Yeah, and if you are
the other one,
you see, and if we are in industry,
when Mirror was beaten,
exactly.
When Jackie's manager Mirror was
Afro
beaten
Nation,
in,
I think Portugal or something.
Yes,
whistle blower.
George Jamaica.
Whistle blower.
Georgia.
You will never be in industry when you be behind a who ya. You who amount for 7 years. But you didn't know the trouble.
Yes, in fact, Tibebre, who bebre.
Amount for artists or medium musica. Near the Omukapo, one Yamaja scroll, so mu disco with you. Nina yet.
That's and Bakubi am TSA.
You got no catch. If there is a case, you hear some of these things. Some of these things are not the things that paint a good picture about the industry. Inti say me ma mena say me ba industry. Hey, and the industry sana mo ye wo mu. The person would be taken aback. But you know, there are things that no cre. But Sammy say time when I'm here to music awards. Now mo
Akosombo.
retreat near mo Akosombo.
Yes.
Obi okwa Akosombo bi an oda ni dem.
Dabi.
So Mr. George Britain ko bi.
Oh, yeah.
So aya na
Frank of
Ja na be ma itu aka ma fo.
Baby, how they go pay? Obi ama Sadik bere. Sadik Niriki. Ever video here. Obi tina dum.
so some of these things that we should try and safeguard some of these conversations. And you're very much on it. It doesn't bring anything to the industry.
Okay.
All kind of like a year thing. And
In fact, I was so happy with the kind of responses or reaction that came from people. Because the day we mentioned it here, I thought it was going to be a playful thing. Yeah. Everybody will laugh about it. But then the reaction around it was not joke. People really got angry, especially ladies. And at a point, other gentlemen also felt like, no, this is not right.
But
well,
you see, I told you he was not, or he wouldn't apologize.
Yeah, me, I expected an apology
but
from him.
Me, I didn't see an apology because you see, whatever he said, and yet so tangible, because okay, he should come and apologize. There are some questions that he would ask you. He should come and apologize to who? Because in his initial conversation, he did not mention anybody's name. In fact, it is even the backlash that even got him to even come and post Sarkodie.
Okay.
What I say. He did not mention anybody's name. And if that is the case, then who should he come and apologize to? You understand? And again, the fact that you have somebody in mind connecting to his post, meaning that you share in the same view. Just that, who to me can't say no. But me, I will not regard that post. The post, no, I will not regard it. Why? Because success is not sexually transmitted. Same as downfall. So if success is not sexually transmitted, then you can't transmit downfall sexually.
Okay.
That is my point. And then that would be the basis of my argument. Because Untimin can't tell me say okay. And yeah, if Senipanene actress no any panene actress ne kwada die na mobile form there, then you should also be able to point to as ni almost any omoda ye carry ani betumpon na ne de ya che omasha oni asalai any I want to blow mamini ba akuna mi blow mamini ba akuna mi blow ni ayensa. If you can't point to the positive, then you can't tell me say the negative is true. Because if we are even to take the person from sexual intercourse na can ye nipa ni see on him even as a person, nipa no working attitude to say. And again, how would you even measure say okay, onipa is successful or not? Bedu be bit me a relative. Because we be our industry no one must be ye kesiye te say Shatawale. One must be ye kesiye te say Michael Jackson. Oh, onya ne ka pikoro bi ne ema tu bi boje no so he we wieo. Yeah. Inti na e won crofo bi area no je ne fans no. O ye ne den on free hoda. Opa hu opportunity wo baby aka chen say asumesi to free as e ko ha say na obenya na e chen sa wo still on few because onu ni area no wo no onyama accessory coastal areas artists no more the same thing. Oblo ba ku say any art junction to junction to me rebe 10 o ka chen so mbra no be promotion onko promotion wo central region onko promotion wo Ashanti region onko because hot no ko nya bi nre. But I said when you're more budget, so what if the person has a vision like that? No way. Inti I don't know, but me at now baby I catch and send the carrier na de pay. And nipa na wo catch and send the carrier de pay no. Or no who send the carrier de pay na. And also another question. So for me, your rating post no, I will not regard it because okay. Yeah, but people are more disappointed because it is coming from unknown George Britain.
Yeah. As like an industry head, they think that that post was uncalled for. As a matter of fact, I will still wish George Britain will come forward to one day say sorry for how people felt.
He will not.
Because he is a big name within the music industry and something that will make others look bad. They don't expect it to come from George Britain. In fact, there are others who also were of the view that, why did George Britain's artist taste that apple as well?
You people are
because if you are claiming people taste the apple and their careers dip, now nobody would put Camido's career at the top. Definitely, they will still put it as a surviving career.
You people are
Now,
pointing
can
to
we
his
can
artist.
we say his artist also ate the apple?
Me,
The
I'm
reason he's where he is now.
Me, I'll not point to his artist too.
Who will you point
I'll
to?
point to himself.
Oh, Sondonia artist.
Debbie, the wedding, no. The wedding of a statement.
No, but he was particular about that.
The wording of a statement, emuye do to the extent say you can even situate it to a personal experience.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay. He may be watching the show with his wife, so
No,
let's apply the
as a
brace
grown
here.
up, I don't even know what he's so bitter about. Where people are eating from.
It's not bitter.
Um,
It's not bitter.
um,
He's
no,
helping you. He's
No,
that's how
the
you
problem
sound.
is not where people are eating from.
No.
The problem is the consequence.
No, but
That's
once
what his problem
once they
is.
are not complaining, Bryce,
How do you know they are not complaining? I have a feeling. Let me tell you something. I have a feeling that George Britton really has something that he wants to talk about between an artist and this said lady. Or this supposed lady.
a personal experience.
No, it is not personal. It is not personal. Someone has really told him stuff about this supposed actress that George Britton wishes to share.
But emuye do.
Exactly, but because it is not coming directly from that artist, it is the reason he went like that.
Until all proper
That is
one.
why, once again, he did not feel sorry about what people's reactions were.
Bam.
Because he felt that, indeed, I know what I'm talking about. I know the person's experience. The guy has told me everything. And I knew about it, that they were having an affair. So if today the guy is complaining and the guy is really talking about this person being the cause of whatever
And
he's going through.
He's not the only person to.
George Britton there, he knows he is. We were saying different
No.
his feet is on something.
Or no original papers.
Yes,
Just
so-
original
He,
papers.
he has some conk information.
Because he's a good whistleblower.
That he is sitting on.
So far, all the information that he's come to give.
solid
Emu
information.
nye he na ato afa ho.
Carry out the evidence, but now there ain't evidence.
No evidence, no.
So don't push him.
But it is between some people.
You people should not push him.
Yes.
Yeah, but the mistake that he's doing with this one is he's making people's job hard for them, and he's making life uncomfortable for other people. I know someone who was close to him who feels very much uncomfortable because of his outburst, because after all of it, it's now coming back to the person. People think that the person is involved when the person actually hasn't even engaged on that level with the actress in question.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know that be where if utu you almost say utu mira no actually yeah, so if you can, then you really do have something. Just come forth. What's the worst to happen? Umbase you no matter how court asan.
Spiritual attraction they want to me
Wow.
explain you what
Showbiz Daily, it is here right here on
Sir, no,
Sammy
no,
Flex
ma-
TV.
Judge him Sweden.
And some of the comments that we can read from YouTube. Felix Abebio says Brasame is right. From her live video, it tells they are on their way to divorce. Boga Bobo TV says, good evening, family. Jackie Boatin, good evening, everyone. And Jackie comes again. He said, Bright is in the house. Yeah, Flex says, Bright is a very bad person. Rich Lip says, good evening, everyone and every two. On Facebook, let's see what people are also chatting about here. Then after, we move on to other stories that I would want us to look at same way. Rebecca Anson says, good evening, brother Sammy. Please, my brother can shut up my phone. KG said, I just want to tell Shatter that because of him, I own a pub called Shatter's Pub in Kumasi, and I travel from New York to his show at Kumau. Oh, wow, that's so sweet. Now, Ben Ngwala says, the kiss was so sweet at the Ukisibi. Ibrahim Osman says, God is here. Aaron Ni Ama Amamu says, Brasami, please, how far with the King Shatter's promise to visit Ajako Nimo? Okay, Ma Joe is here. It says, this is my best show ever. Strictly Vendetta Queenie. Yeah. Strictly Vendetta Queenie has given us an emoji. Vendetta. Okay, let's move on to other stories right here on the show. And we are coming home. We are coming home straight to RNAQ.
RNQ.
There is a guy on social media who says RNQ. That guy has been eating every food at the food bank at Kolegon or Kolebu. The guy eats everything there, and he doesn't go alone too. That's how beautiful it is. He goes there with squad. Like when he's going, what did he? He goes there with squad every day.
And your squad him call fa Oshia girl no per se or no keka. Oh, young could it, not the work of ID card, rather the work of
RNQ. So Richard Niamakwe is the man in question here. And of course, Ghanaians have seen his philanthropic side. We have seen the fact that he is an entrepreneur, someone who has started businesses and employed many Ghanaians, and I want to believe many of them are really gainfully employed. It is what it is. A video from an actor, Salinko, seems to be making his philanthropic works or some of his ways look a little questionable or fishy. And I would want us to listen to actor Salinko and what he's saying. Then when we are done, we can also do our own judgment of it. Because as a company, they have their rules. They have their policies in which they do their business with. Actor Salinko, who is also a business person, as he says, and a philanthropic person, may be doing his own ways through his own policies and means. I don't know why he thinks everything should be like how he does it. Or maybe he's also making sense. You think that, Charlie, what the guy is saying, yeah, you start this company, you make so much money, yet you are chasing some poor women at their background. That is also our backyard. That is also some way. Well, let's take our time. Let's be very analytical of this particular video. Let's analyze it, and we can share our own views and opinions on it before we move on to the next business. I present to you actor Salinko, who was speaking from his hotel apartment in Kenya. Let's watch this. I'll be back.
Medini Abraham Kofi Osman Davis. To me, Afremo Boy Salinko, actor and an entrepreneur. Bakopa Nyame Eyimi Ameba Nkakra. And the date March 31st, 2026. About 808. Kenya time, minim Ghana time. Ghana time, I think, so by now, 5 a.m. We are 8:08 a.m. Me person me address issue be kakra because empanyin says unhu say anoma bi esi unua bi so a ka chen say anoma sorry eso nka chen so on sorry ne so cause if you saw the free ne so a or the beba also and as a panyin tifie no se hwemfa no ho a ohema asem no koso asa asem krona na beba bebusa na asem krona chichiri ni krom. Once I'm a Ghanaian and a good patriotic to the state. There are certain issues I may can be, but if you want so was me can be because and we hear more mining now. Cecilia I may call one of the bloggers platform. The blogger on my platform so and makuhu case be or min can say and you're very nice a concern me ankasa me bra panyin and aminia ni ama chama minim so you entrepreneur and also a businessman and you are also a philanthropist. Try to help others and bring good breath to the needy. But yen hwa de bio nyame adom na wanya wo ho na wodi bia beto wo sem crofo magin bosen. I don't know how you started. Maybe you started by giving loans, small loans na nyame de wadru ha. But in Kavias no media minim ne says unya beye such a person and such a philanthropist okobwa hiafo said ye na wodi asi wo se wo boaboa omo no aduane omo magi food vendors ne adenkasa ne ye no dan se obekwa akoma hiafo loan na wanye wo research ye and I can say in banking no you beka say me referee as some diligence or due diligence on how ubehunu omo e woso omo bosia no omo credible to pay you back and omo nso ade sa abosia na omo a omo beche ansa na omo atua uka because Ghana nipa bebre omo a pa de efo obi o kura bi kura se opese o sa abeje wo de no a ono anim pefesi onye scan sa mfentua for the time I would this kind of man no me pate wutie de making onu ani pefeso onye scam fantua adwuma na awo ye no kra no nipa na bi kro onye serious enti the best thing you could do ne say okay sa ankrofo we no said de na wonu aduan mo mo no ma pesika bi ato ha bosumi bi asa ankrofo enkogi ne free na afei de omo a awrade ayi wo mama me ana business ana nature ayi wo mama me say omo meji bosia wo me ho na omo emfanya adwuma said de omo botayete no omo mfa me sika mre me back no you see say radia you mama wa omo nso betumi do sika aye adwuma no omo de wa ade abrew o start back on first one na dey say quick loan we saw a lot of chaos and now quick loan e create me wo party bia no a wa ya asabe ye me feda enye me fe all because emunye du ayo operation say me makabrof ni ya wo oppressing crofo because when ya ho de abo ahiafo na hwese wo do sika no beje ebema wo mo nso mo betua ka obi anka say mabosia Christ kura da wo ba asase no so kwaje bosia be woje no ohun kwan ofaso a odi tua back dan say wo be ma ahiafo bosia na afi wo mrante beko na mrantie no makokon mrantie nso fifira awofo ya ahiafo ya abio no masa akwaje no me ne cases
Salinko bentutu
I'm Salinko a mask.
Oh my well. Now this is something that I would want us to put all emotions aside and address it the best and the professional way that we can. Salinko's observation about the operations of RNAQ, and Associates. I don't know what you guys think about it. Ro, you can start this.
Salinko doesn't have a case.
He doesn't, eh?
He doesn't. You see?
Okay, expatiate this.
For whatever has happened or whatever he's seen, he can base on it and condemn that particular incident. But you see, to drag it and bring it to the man's doorstep, and again, to come and direct him on how he should run the company, especially when even your solution now was suggesting is like how do I even describe it? Yeah, the ben humpa sebe it will not make sense. The solution that he think he suggested will not make sense. You see, the man has created a business. If by any means there are some ones and twos that a creative problem, who feel is a creative problem or business nima, you can talk about that particular act, and give a proper solution on how he can solve it. But so because of that, he should restructure. Not restructuring now per se or yeno. It will not be one that it will be visible. I watched an extension of this particular video. An extensive one now also just say compare it to MTN, the Mumu, the kind of quick loan amount for G or 100 and say Uji loan or one MTN and now Mumu. Betata or okay. Onim and Crawford Dodwa Omwaji loan. Was our company wa Omuntia Ayakama company nana. And even if you would want to compare, would you compare Momo's financial structure to Richard Nyamakwe's business or his financial your friend say company. You can't do that comparison. They are both running on different schemes and different operations. Okay. Maybe they may have some one or two in common, which is loan now man for but their rules of engagement are different. License are Momo, Eddie operate and empty and operate or Modema loan. It is not the same license now. Richard Nyamakwe company, which is bills, Eddie operate.
Okay.
So you can't tell them to go and use that method.
Okay.
Meaning the moment you want to tell them to go and use that method, it means that even the operations in itself, you don't even understand.
Okay.
You are ignorant about it. You see, as for the act on how you can condemn it and you can suggest it in that line. Even when you are making a suggestion, it should be in that line. Oh, Ebia, Nipana or Beji loan, no? I believe say you guys should now be like extra careful, or if there are certain things that Ebia media to in place to curb some of these things. Is it court na mudi nipa ne beko? How do you, because in the law Chemo Beka said there is something called reasonable force.
Yeah.
If that is the case, you can use all these things or make some of these suggestions. It should be in line of that operation. But the moment you want to shift them from that operation, then it means that at the end of more year, one kasa won't tear. And to compare him to other because of that, now because party crowd here and yemefe and opese obua manfo and ye be to on effort to work catch them say oh and ye bosome we more money bin. How would you know say ni pay your beji loan you be a o nsem obi and now be an nsem ni bi because loan je and you be a only bi nkwa and obi o hie ni nkwa na ji loan Ghana aban eji loan Elon Musk, they take loans for their business.
Exactly.
All these rich people that we know in the world, they take loans for their business. The fact so biakwaji loan panjo so you hear you.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, even on that score, you need to be very careful on how you address these situations because nipa no obeji loan. O catch and say omoni omu due diligence. To what extent? Sad due diligence no kind. So me catch and so on explain here. How would he know? Because nipa your obeji loan. There are certain basic information a standard you require the person to bring. Ni location, ni ID card, anything that would identify the person as eligible for that loan. The person would bring it. But if the person decides not to pay, you can't do jack. You can only do what you feel you can. And that is what has been happening. To some people, unfortunately, they go overboard. Okay. Yes, those acts, we will condemn it every day. But if it is on that score, until our person obey you so Eddie Abeka said because of that, the man is a bad man and he doesn't really care about people. Then Charlie, you Ankasa in your statement, you talked about how you were able to help some people, even when and yes, I will more time now Munimponebia, who will be bro so no. And so Bisubet made so I catch say you are not taking a good decision. And I can also tell you, said the number of people that he has helped, and your money now no my bibi papa be out of it. And Kofona Salim Kwabuomono, how many of them have done better things out of the things out of the help that he's provided? And I am not talking about the recent help or chairman for car or chairman for Sikani Adino. I am talking about from the beginning of time or shall I say so man for even at a young age.
Okay.
Let's compare and see the number of people making something meaningful out of his help. Then he would know say obisubeti me jam be aka say wo kasa obo man for onye hwe wo pesa obo bi ono so be suggesting for kwa e wo sa obo mo and you tell the person it's not making sense. And that is how ridiculous your suggestion also sounds or would sound on this table. So for me, I think he doesn't have a case. What I am seeing is some personal sentiments that he may have against the man.
Okay.
You know, in this country there are some group of people that senyami shaya mo bete pampan. You people go feel am. You people go hear am. Like we will not hide it. Nyam in ketwe impo no. Ye the mom. Ye the mom. Ye the mom. Na eba ne kese so a mo beje ne kese. That is how it is. It's just like Shatawale. Shatter's growth in terms of wealth is one that a glare for everybody. It is documented. They be a documenting it. They be a. Shatta share time no share Rasta for a
callous no.
No be any. Our the photos and the pictures are there. Time I know say so share silver chairman for so ba na green. Sisi a no share diamond no. Are we not seeing?
Yeah.
Or you can if you will pull and man for koko edwa. But who will be also ko so fear as I say o ko tu na
be answer trend din kra to ne dim.
Ko tu na ye pu ni ehwe kwa be fa so around them. You see all these things are part. Obi wo honom no o be ka che ne say like you have this no. They see it as ofecho. They see it as oh there we too no na o obi ntidien. But me what I see in that regard nyankopon hira me the same way anka me yo hiani anka me boni de ro ama wedi di matem no and obi be boni de ro ade be di matem sa na se nyankopon hira me na me wo bia you should also know or I should show some level of appreciation or china obi te baby it can inspire the person to say oh asumesi wo fie with the pool and this type of car I want some so I want to work to achieve some but you see party na papa na ye no na party na papa na ye no eya amanfo obi ehi se adenti na why sa party no
Ada musika ne de ye
eno enti na oka se party na nye ne fe
musika ne de ye
party na nye ne fe how would somebody do a party to his taste to his satisfaction
now
who te baby say who feeling the there be who feeling no or the be meaning whatever you are saying is not based on your friend is saying tangibles. They are all based on personal feeling and preference,
emotions,
and it will not work on them on the man's table because on the teenager who know him saying again. I will reiterate that some of the acts of that company are of course we will condemn it and we will wish they would do better. But for you to go this tangent, papa no, the way all boy man for no ye, massa, ye na fa. So when I wo ye o de no na fa. Ni jai ni ono ye no. If at the end of the day, obi ko ye bibia, Nancy and the workers see, kwande ne tuko sugar mami your boy for me. Police are normal. Yeah. Wo.
If I'm prepared.
Yeah, kwache papa no. Yeah, kwache papa no. Because workers in the misconduct here, any akoswo. So for me, I don't think he has a case. Oh, Bibia, he should just concentrate. And now, ne papa no problem. Omra straight number can. But he should not use these things to come and say, oh, party cry, Massa, ye no. Now, do your own.
Now, Miss, or the hobamuna who say, oh, are they, or yeah, personal, I say, or person who treat RNAQ. RNAQ. Maybe a person who treat. Okay, oh, now what can be? I say, okay, you have been blessed. You have a lot. So don't give 2,000 to a woman. And if she's not able to afford it, you send your boys to go and manhandle her.
Business.
No, I get it. What I mean is that is the suggestion.
Okay.
If that suggestion had ended there, it is fine. But even with that, I still want to believe there are still some people that RNQ may be giving money to.
He's giving out gold tablets. For free.
And not cry the public display to the table.
But it is still a philanthropic
no,
act.
I get it. But what I mean is, beyond that, there may be some people he's even helping greater than the money that we see others go for loan from.
And it is true.
Exactly.
It is true. When we went for his party, end of year party, stage now, so one chicha man fuska.
Thank you, sir. So too bad must suggest baby. Oh, konye ni so onye ni say, but the party in your fed there, the party in your fed there, the party no one yes in your fed. Or ye ma send in crop from ra, omo made di omo nom. Na shatawale mo metonyum no omo nsa. And your party your fed. Well, right. Come through.
Entitlement.
Are they on any will be omo share?
I know one because me start no salin kokra. We should call one hotel or demo no. Only taste sir.
Oh.
And I should hotel or video na share light near wo ho.
Oh, no.
And you me fe?
No. Say I don't free chrome we be that is
the host.
TTA be an host, the host the man no.
But you should demand for
better.
better.
I don't know. If possible back
She lighting be.
Oh, David.
I'm a phone and not to cross a phone no use to crown so count.
Well, that is how ridiculous his statement sounds.
Saa no no ka sisi
Hi.
Sada na asem na yi akwa akoye. Na no kan say rasa me I'm at a point me twem na me hu say bills micro credit for no. Omo yi obi basa. Me gina wa ahwe na me twem. Because when say okoji loan na your terms and conditions.
Exactly.
Terms of and conditions now was signing no. Because of continuous happenings in you know. Bills microcredit is your more terms and conditions too. And your paper so make a also be to an anyway, you know. And I knew my hu. Say, oh dear, can one be to ya be yo say.
Mahama, oh dear.
Inti say o ko jisika wo ho. And I mean kind that obi a mame fo no mo ji o musika no obi anim say nkrofo we die.
Yes, so
Omo bo ba gidi so na we ntom ba be yo basa. Me, I don't know say it's an assistant, but there was a friend who used to work with them. I say omo catch omo say omo office nso ye omo car no mutimu no. On your office. Okay. So you realize omo car ni chin dey bia nso omo sorry am no patutu na. Ye danka. No say omo ko danka ni bia omo kwa nipa no ada omo to embo. Usili so.
Matis asked that.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Me boy bi na catch me. I say eye adwuma ye se omo ye anyhow ebe masika na ba no
omo njembra
to abogu sili so omo se man
say that's what that bet na bo gain
and omo say company policy money pa ne ho nto no because ono o ma ho nto it say ma
tormentors in chief
no to na like ni we be fi usika no
tormentor in chief.
But what it no nim say obefia wa be to abo egu ni ceiling so a and there no ko we so ko peska ni bia bro ko akọ peska ni bia bro nti obi a oje bills micro credit sika bia no nim say na nkofo ne be ye no that's not to say omo be ye obi bi na say ye illegal me nko report ye be chi
okay
when they beach o person report omo na see omo na kwajo omo sika fa betua loan no but if say yes ye kase makoto say obi akwa koye we agi say bia eye me maame ene no me ba beke be no krapo ka me ba beke bi no me beke bia na che say me beke bi because me wo scan na me de ba be ma wo
okay
ba ma ba na me ma me de wo kana minis kan bia me pa o che ana bia ma me de wo kana ma ba na wo bo no na ndie me nso me no be ba be ko but enye sa pa na bia ma ba na obi de wo ka sani obeya ubenya osika no oba beji loan na me ni ho
okay
and true omo yo mo due diligence no so but mitumi say a company omo so they thrive on say obi di omo ka because what the omo ka no omo so omo company ni ko enimu wonde ne ka ono ne interest e da so no so ma di sika
okay
there is asa asa so sa and every other even the Bank of Ghana obi de ne ka no hu say ni pay or de mekei ontumi mbetua na say or de ne dan aba be si awowa na say mensa be kan dan na wan empe
ye tonje
ono salin ko wo hui na say me de ne ka na say me den bia na mekei bi na ba be si so a ewom so nyan kama ba betua ka no enso nipa bia ye wo wadwempo mienu ye wadwempo bia no so da yakoi nya kran ko mbetua na nka me fa aka yi aji sade no nipa be say one enya ade
so valuable yeah
so what he's saying it doesn't really make sense nyansa animu the aspect of say na papa say papa ne ye ne party ni ade no who are you to tell someone how to use their money obi na enya ne sika no so no be ne party say na say no be ne party dey fa ho
that be that
you scan na me nya ye brasa me na me nya sika said I'm catch you
RNAQ
won say na say artist bi mu koye we me nya $20 million ne 90 million ewo mu wo nipa ba ko metumi ni sin so no metumi ama 19 nyina
now the one I learn
for same who na come
abasa efie kura means bi o
me talk obedi 20 million no abeda bontin
me talk na say me talk
no to bada kamu
na wonya so da kemu
Already.
What's the sound one on your mouth boot?
Over park no when what them. Over park
Oh, send the filling station now. Where's on?
Under her 3 days.
Under
her 3 days.
Oh, was some more come. There was some sika nature family. Who needs scanner? Or can some way. Apart from Ghana artist. Only the year Jumana says scam buyer. Oh, bro, me if money come out, they will me then you go.
Me then you day.
Me then you day together. The
Make
way they
small
come through
come.
for me, make money come. Sika ne beba, obefa uchi ako jiskano. Answer na obeti say ya jiskano. No, this can be.
Obeti say we two champagne or baby. Po.
Many people asem na say, and yes, achu. But last month here, one month cram by. I should know. The artist be so artist way. Me manage omo okoha na okoma artist no okoha na okoma artist okoha. Na artist mba be release project ni amount $20,000. Ono no ko woni obi se nipa ne yen terminal scanning bra. Oko woni nipa no. Dia scanner ba na artist ni face record je. Also wo fia na artist ni ma me friend so. Me mba ne se me ma 4,000 na fa
4,000 then.
fa to bibi.
4,000 Ghana.
Na dwum na ye $4,000. No so mommy mate. Inti obeseni ono so say dollar dey mean eyi si no na dwene so kwa akwaje. O si inti membeje no so say we dey series metumi asend ni mumu ama o.
Hey.
No frame no say bright. Okay, these they mess me up. And so they mess you up. Si come by artist. I'm not the most humble people you will ever come across. But si come to her now. And that's the thing. Obi won is can you na be training say to we. Also all the announce why na obey. RNAQ no nya ni sika. No so be food bank. Also be do be chiche good. Obi nso de o ni ode ye. Into nso nya ode no. Na wa training say sika na wood ni yendi ni sa.
Yendi ni
say ni ediska.
Say ni ediska.
Ade efe no no.
Say ono ochre bi or to talk as my man for. Or shaman for dwa. That is how he is doing it.
Oh, now we understand.
I don't know if you guys have been seeing.
I've been seeing
about this. RNAQ no so somewhere. Na akole yo no kroko RNAQ ni adi. Hwe se na boy in life assistant nansi ya. Food bank no ko high paying. There were times so to me ko food bank also could dig no man 60,000 cedis.
Yeah, na Sammy so ko ya bi ni cash visa.
Inti sika de ye nkyere obi ni onfa ni sika. Inti na obi ba no so na shatale de onfa ni sika nhyɛ ne njuma on fa ni sika ntwa music video on fa when you ya okay on fa ni sika so ugidi say music video no sika wo mu sa fa wo de be shame na ka chen say shatter profit na be ba no direct mame
for be shame na area that
yeah because sika de brasa me say enye sika o am for your hanisa me right
right sika no mutai e kana nsem sa munya bi o na unya bimpo na wa start egus kenimasi
ni power plans
na bi o purchase wonya $20 million also the $19 e kwa kwedi twa na sikara be na bi aba
the $1 million be talk that for
ebi mu na me dey dey bi am ebi mu me wo fa bi a family meeting
right are you sure if your mother watches this episode she'll be proud of you
oh say misika
and then I say I want to say mommy be ka say obedi 70 not the 30 a mom
no anya papa ja
that's misika o
sika dina bet say no obedi no
of course that
they say would we need to o mami we so I work on papa so no do we need to music so everybody feel that music
it's just 20 million
90 million
okay
umekumi but mingu well we still would have to continue with the business but Salinko I think there are two ways people will judge this video. They will judge it from the point of jealousy. That okay, Salinko may be doing something that he thinks the kind of attention that RNQ is getting. He also needs to get some.
Exactly.
But he's not getting.
No.
It is the reason when he was doing the titles, he was able to give similar titles to himself
Entrepreneur.
and RNAQ.
Yeah.
Do I think, okay, you are an entrepreneur. I'm also an entrepreneur.
So you are my colleague.
You are my
Yeah,
colleague.
but
Then,
there's a part that he missed.
uh-huh.
He's been a comedian before.
Oh, yes, he has.
But
But then I'm sure he's looking at, okay, let's look at the attention around the guy. Buying gold for people. Let's look at how the whole Ghana was talking about him. Social media was discussing him. Me, Salinko, I've been buying cars for people. It will take maybe Ezan Felix posted James Kweku or Sammy and that is it. Nobody else talks about it. But this guy makes moves and the whole Ghana is talking about it. I'm sure.
even into government circles
As well. So yeah, to some people they may judge this from point of envy and jealousy, but I also think the few solid points that were inside, he could have also done something for people and say, oh, because of some maybe and maybe your koji sika be a send amount for you. That woman cry here, some people gave her money.
Yeah.
I think Ajay's team B.
Some people solicited for some funds for her. I'm for donatee. Some
and it's one thing I've realized with Sikano. I think the issue rather should be about the model of the loan schemes, no more general.
Okay.
I've realized the schemes, no, it's built in a way they always have to go back to the people for money. There was a time when someone closer to me, no, just can be, and I realized what's it wakoji loan interest na that's no no mo so mo de usika or so mo ye savings ma. So it is built in such a way they be awadwen koso okay me pese me gia na me de building me savings no na me savings ne ba soro
na me de
but then it continuously also keeps you in the loop they be ma wutene mu de kasa. If that's the conversation then you could have that conversation. So these loan schemes, they are built to actually not bring people out of poverty.
Okay.
But if you talk about, and if you also even talk about how Omukoji's Ghana sometimes the workers are hard-headed and maltreating are fine, but then you don't tell the person and the office scanning,
Okay. Let's try to do this very last one, then we can run away from here. No, our time is almost up. It's about TGMA, Telecel Ghana Music Awards, Group of the Year. I know it was one of the categories organizers, according to them, they promised to mention it later. And as to why they promised to mention it later still beats my mind, or it still baffles me, because I know when we go for some of these events, they come out and pam. They deliver all the categories and we know how to go about it. But for some reasons, best known to them, because I don't know of any special excuse or reason they put out there for making the Group of the Year a later announcement. But finally, today we saw that indeed the organizers have released the list of nominees for the best Group of the Year, and we have soul winners here. We have Lali and Lola. We have Keche and Bethel Revival Choir. There was a guy who even suggested that, he thinks it is because of Dope Nation. Reason they are now coming back to it, because now the way Dope Nation songs are banging. There is no way you can do this award scheme and not put them in there. So they are coming back to it to recognize them. Then they can add their bars to whatever is happening already in the TGMAs. But of course, there is a story out there that suggests Dope Nation, they have said they don't want to be a part of the scheme, like Shatawale has said. And to them, no matter what, they are not going to be here because they don't want to be a part of it. Now, it comes here and another conversation starts. The Group of the Year, we can see gospel groups. So winners, we can see gospel group. Bethel Revival, and of course Ghana's most group. Keche. They are Ghana's most group. Keche, as well as Lali and Lola. Ghana's most group. Once again, we see their red hair on the red carpet and more. I know, right? I know how it feels. So, was this a strategy to cause some talkability or what exactly? Oh, I know you have been writing letters to them and all. The last time you wrote a letter to them, did they respond to you?
No, they didn't directly, but they acted. Most of their responses and everything were, that letter had other people's opinions, same like people shared in the same opinion. So on different platforms, the PR Robert Clark, yes, responded to some of these calls, and I think they did. And the window no. Almost extending from 1 week to 2 weeks. No.
Okay.
So all those ones were there. Now, to this particular one there, for me, I think said next year, best call off.
Group no.
Best call off.
I think now you just best call off.
Best call off. You see.
Why you think it's not competitive enough?
There are some categories that are losing its competitiveness.
And then community a reggae and dancehall
and also you see there are some groups some categories that are losing it, and for me I am not surprised. Initially I was part of the people that thought say okay, Dope Nation would be part of it, but upon a second thought I mean said no, Dope Nation wouldn't be part, because these are people that had hits. It will not only take Group of the Year for them to be part of the scheme, but they would also represent in other categories like Popular Song of the Year, Hip Life Song of the Year, and all of that. So for them to even miss out on such categories, then what the neighbor Group of the Year will be. Okay. It will not mean anything to them like in that sense, because they feel that their work goes beyond them being a group.
Okay.
Because this one, apart from Ebia, Memphis a better revival choir, I don't even know whether they had nomination in this year's scheme or in this year's categories. So when your nomination, which I have not seen, because nomination would be gospel, best traditional gospel, contemporary gospel, and maybe gospel song of the year. So if they are not in there, then you are just being there because you are a group.
Yes. We
are awarding you because you people have been able to stick together. It doesn't add anything to the craft, if you ask me.
But indirectly, are you also trying to say that the Group of the Year category is losing its relevance?
Oh, it has.
Hey, it has already.
It has.
How about a few people doing it too?
You see, for you to bring them, for me, my argument is that for you to bring them in the scheme, it shouldn't only because they are a group. It shouldn't be only because they are a group. But whatever makes them a group should reflect in other categories of the scheme. Because you can't tell me, okay, so you've nominated them because they were together. That is all. But what work did you base on? Because you see, I'm besides okay, and you're based on. Or
well, how about we also take it from this angle, that to the scheme, the songs these groups are releasing, they are not competitive enough, because in years past, Group of the Year, Artist of the Year,
we see
VIP, they have won it before.
Better Revival Choir once upon a time.
Like VIP has won Artist of the Year, and it was a group. So in this case, they did not select them or they did not nominate them because they were a group.
Exactly.
Then can we now assume that okay, then it means the people there, they may not have strong songs to
so rest it
compete like that.
So rest them.
Rest the category again.
Rest the category. And if at a point you feel say okay, groups now you want your force is here. So for we can feel their presence in other categories which are highly competitive. Then you activate it. That is what will make Omu group here, because now a groups now compete you.
Yeah.
They can even exempt themselves from other ones and say groups now compete. What I say, and say groups, we know how competitive, even aside saying was scheme in power, these groups in the system not a tier from prior to VIP to TH for Quadges, R2Bs, all these ones. It was how competitive these groups were eno na ma sa category ne ba you.
Okay.
Because ube group we wo category we mu song most popular song of the year. We mu song of the year, songwriter of the year. We mu sa. So now it became a competition among the groups. Okay, which group wins more award on the night? Okay. But we know which if a group wins this particular category, it is on what basis? Maybe I say okay, then or they change other groups, you know. A vote and vote based on what? Based on what? When all indications show that you did not regard their works as competitive enough in other categories. You know, where Minnesota Menka, I say Autospa, your friend Intebe. Intebe competition, our person will catch them.
6-7.
Yeah, Intebe competition, our person will catch them. And for me, I don't think it is hard enough. Into is okay. After this, they might be, or they may be forced to even rest the category again, because when the competitiveness be, especially when these people I can't find them in other categories, then yes, what indirectly, whether directly or indirectly, what catch them is say their products or their works are near strong enough to compete in other categories, and if it is not, they have no business in there. I believe that is why a group like Dope Nation, no, regardless of the success that they've had in the year under review,
I think they have their own personalities with the organization.
No, it started like that. I remember the first time it happened, they voiced out their displeasure, and it was because they were nominated only in the group of the year category. Meanwhile, their songs as at that time were also banging equally, which could compete in other categories.
Okay.
And the following year, they did not compete like that. One nominee or more. But when you got to group of the year, you call them simply because, oh, how about group of the year? No, I am not doing music because I want to be a group. I am doing music because I want to make impact. And that impact will bring me the returns. So if you don't feel my impact, then I don't think I belong to the position whereby you want to recognize me. I don't need the returns that you want to give me. Until what you're trying, the day you will feel say, or I will feel so okay, and I mean, we will agree say, okay, this time there, I am eligible enough to compete in other categories. You should acknowledge me for that, and not simply because I am a group. I believe saying in our kahonama groups need be at it because you year in year out, year in year out. Now we don't get the recognition that we wish for on the song. Once an artist, mostly your product no more releasing no more per annum so because ananeka product na ebo so.
Yes.
If you don't recognize
and also determine a jumo my
and they push you to even do more. So if you don't honor that product, the can form hosa. I believe that is the reason why a group like Dope Nation would say, so, okay, whatever it is, my home free because say ye home free man and group
okay.
Say ya nominate ye wa ha and on punch say mu betete. Ye nominate ye wa ha say ya ye mu betete so ye mu betete. It will not change anything. So if that is the case, then they would want to exempt themselves. So for me, I think if they want competitiveness, they should look at a way to also make them part of the scheme in general. Okay. And okay, if an artist, if a group is competing in, let's say, popular song of the year, now the name two group of the year, now two groups are more category, we our song of the year, we were most popular song, now almost compete here, then they will know, so okay, see, yeah, crowning group champion, we know, time almost yeah, Nescafe reality show, which birthed prior.
Roland, what's some way because you could still be in the group of the year when necessarily you share the pecking order for popular song of the year. You don't belong.
Exactly what I said earlier. If
you don't belong there, the fact that I'll say you're nominated to a group of the year and I'll see a baby video chance sana.
My point is I agree with you. Say okay, or say my product or our product is not strong enough to compete in other categories. Then we don't, because as far as I'm concerned, all the groups no more our category. None of them, per this conversation, product are strong enough to compete in other categories. Then rest it.
No, but the relevance of group of the year doesn't depend on the other categories.
You see,
The yardstick should be for just group of the year. On what they did as a group.
You see what they did as a group. In what sense?
Oh, Roland.
Well, of course, their music and their other activities.
Then aside creating, you see, you want to champion grouping. You want to encourage musicians to still keep unity among them in terms of group.
Roland,
It is one of the
most brilliant students.
Most
brilliant students in here for the whole. The fact say you be top 5 most brilliant students. One count and say you be most brilliant integrated science students are. One count. And I want to mean because say also about most brilliant integrated science students in here. The share most brilliant integrated science students in here. See the question most brilliant students.
One a reality show like Nescafe. Nescafe reality show Buffet. Prior Money, other groups. You see, that particular reality show was coined. Part of its vision was to encourage groups, was to birth groups in the space. What I say. So they made all the provisions for that. Okay. And you know, if you want this to be competitive, and you know it's okay, these groups, unfortunately, or their works unfortunately in the year under review, cannot compete in other categories. You still want to encourage them. Okay, so group song.
That is not their business. Their business is not to encourage anybody.
If their business is not to encourage,
they are not there to encourage you.
If it is not their business to encourage anybody, that is why. That is the more reason why they should rest this. Because in bringing this, I am seeing encouragement, Keke. No other thing apart from encouraging them to still be groups. I am not seeing any relevance. And Cameroon relevance be okay. We are bringing group of the year. Okay, group song of the year. Once our group song of the year, no, Stoneboy and Timin compete. Black Sheriff and Timin be compete. Listen to me carefully. There's song of the year. There's male vocalist of the year, female artist of the year, male artist of the year, right? So if there's group of the year, group song of the year, that means aside this category, they are omonya baby omo compete. Aside the fact that he a group keke. Omo products na ebia Entimine Black Sheriff man ko compete was song of the year ni most popular song of the year. Omonya baby so the omo wa share omo so mo ama omo competition ni mo aye tight. So it will not be simply because he a group.
Okay.
But it is because okay, yeah, even our songs are competing. Because now their products are not competing. No. You can't tell me that
I don't think the TGMA has limited their songs competing. No. It is a pecking order. So if at the end of the day, your listeners are one Juma be man, how the system is right now, it doesn't prevent your song from entering if you are a group.
Okay.
It doesn't.
They are even playing into your advantage by accommodating you people as a group of the year. To the disadvantage of those who are more single artists.
They are encouraging you people to be groups. So I say they don't have any business of encouraging.
No, I'm just saying it plays into their advantage.
But it is another form of encouragement.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
But if you go say something like group song of the year, I don't see the relevance. When there is a live song of the year, there is song of the year. There are many genre songs of the year. Now also just because some group with be mamu. To what game? Group. Then we will be telling them not to compete. Then we would actually be telling them say just because they group and there's the real issue of the quality of nominees in the group of the year this time around, and we can speak to that. But I don't think say the points that you are giving place into it more. The truth is, I believe say it should rather be opened up to the point say Bia. If I partner with you on a project, it goes beyond one song. Let's say, say Mini Roland, album.
Like then, you promised Mr. Easy.
Yeah, then we can take it for that. Okay, we would now extend it and be like group or duo of the year. What I say? Let's extend they say we carbon so for this project the year because on main issue and because we on main issue the demand or the supply of artists or groups. For nominations,
yes.
Because true, if you say
they are not getting quality.
If you see a human, nominees announcement now about it. We in a year the laziest and the most useless one.
Why?
This particular one.
You mean the group of the year?
Yeah, the group of the year.
Okay.
It used to be Dance Artist of the Year. Now you say about we. Because then for this one,
it used to be Dance Artist of the Year was what?
Dance Artist of the Year. Say no Mkofa Raskuku, Stoneboy anyway, you know.
And
we know
it used to be that. What
oh yeah,
happened?
because aside Stoneboy, all the rest are like.
Okay.
And when you look at this one, you have So Winners, Lali and Lola, Keche, Better Revival Choir. So Winners, it released one song in the whole of 2025. A song I don't know up to now, and most industry people don't know. Which and I even think their inclusion was an afterthought. That is why the communication came later, because if we are going by the category definition, we stipulates that they should have maximum audience appeal. None of the people there had it. Better Revival Choir or me audience appeal bia
in the end review.
Yeah, if Keche in your audience appeal bia, it was for the nuisance that's na Keche Joshua no. Na wakoka we ask him. Lali and Lola.
It is not news. I don't want to.
Oh, he was trying to be controversial and how I saw it.
But it is not news.
And when you look at Lali and Lola, their audience appeal, most of it will come from the press releases that they did. And they did one. They did one on the return for the group of the year. They did one on breast cancer. Yeah. Then they also had audience appeal for their hair color.
Shaving their hair.
Shaving their hair and the hair color. Then there is a very a very unique brand audience appeal that they have. That wherever they go, you see their dad and manager with them. Yeah. That's all. Nothing on music. Or more, like for the 4 people there's none of them who had quality audience appeal based on music. And if we compare them, compare other categories, no audience appeal.
You mean Keche doesn't have audience appeal?
Last year, in Jumbe.
Oh, I'm going beat gumo. Yes, that.
No, I'm going gum, but one say you the obey ye gum. Or not need the other to sell professional fish never ban.
Yes.
And if you compare your doors on your call. Say Kakuinam. Now, what share Nama we Obi DJ or son or your man NDC bar power. We share near a medical show day. When you compare all of them, their works to other ones, other artists and the products that they had their audience appeal with, and you compare these artists owner, or more than ye Zoomy cry, Zoomy and say cry.
For.
Like, they shouldn't belong. And that's why I'm saying, say, when they posted the
group of the year,
they posted the communication that they were bringing it. I was saying, say, okay, fine. Then I was thinking, say, they are bringing it just because maybe Dope Nation, because they don't want to ball, because of how their song is going now, they want to. And the scheme also wanted to accommodate them, so they said, okay,
exactly. Many people thought.
That's what I thought. So if I'm Dope Nation back count and accommodate, but they will know say a Dope Nation alpha. But for how it is right now, if I'm to even pick between Keche and Lali and Lola, whom I think one of them will win, I'll pick Lali and Lola.
Over Keche.
But Keche, what did they do last year?
What did they do? The number of shows Keche played.
Lola, what did they do?
Oh, I be press releases, like the issue is
the number of shows songs, and the number of songs Keche released.
Not on songs.
You compare Lale and Lola to Keche
shows.
Yes, man.
Lale and Lola be on shows in Chongwa. Lale and Lola. See.
Hey, Masa. Yeah, cash shows.
And Lale and Lola has one, like they have some song be. Oh, this things and I pepper them. So who name?
Yeah.
That one man can have a song.
So the truth is, and I can say, if we are looking at those who should win, it should be between Keche and we. But almost started some boss and Kumananka. Me say TGMA no me be now who say gospel people should be included. I am who from a table of men for. Who said there was a conversation for my boss at gospel for you because there was no action from them. And Keche me for everything I last year me kai Keche.
Hey, massa.
Wakoye we asem. Nothing else. Not on music.
They release.
No, they release.
Case.
Nyum de omo release.
They release you, but say you better no.
Anya back.
Oh, but it was they had some good year. The Keche had a good year last year. Keche had a
So
compared
true.
to Omo group in them, the Keche had a good year.
So true. I don't see the relevance in bringing this back. Like
So is it likely to vanish again?
could be.
Yeah, that could be.
Because I mean, share this
They'll
year
rest
crap
it
with
again.
Juma near Roland Castle, who be winning a year. Me share Keche, no more this year. I just said Miracle be back.
Oh, wait, there's also many.
And maybe because R2Bs, because of the fame that they are getting with Iradiaye and the I can't say resurrection of Over. Because it's not a song category,
Yes.
that one would also count as audience appeal. So maybe you'd have R2Bs, you'd have Keche, and again you'd have Lali and Lola, because for how weak the category is right now, Lali and Lola, to me abode bia. No, there are some categories Ababe so
You
weak.
see, so it is just because Omo group.
Exactly, and they should sit down and realize categories be Ababe very dumb. Like Ababe so easy. Say Obia say no. Say oh yeah, artist manager now artist now per se. You want an easy way to get recognized by the TGMA for nomination anywhere.
Group.
Your group.
And I said to
Your group are now to dance or you are now the part to Akrabia. So man for song on behalf for artists. Artists in the end easiest cry, dance artists in the end easiest because Rasuku Eko release I'm a piano song crapper. Onya dance artist of the song.
That's what artist of the year.
How you a dance artist of the year when in the year all the songs that you released were my piano songs? So then I would say, and I don't know why the calendar year is limited. Like there's a time frame for the calendar year. So if you tell me, say, the artist no like the dance artist of the year the shows that the person plays also counts then we could also say then there will be a time that Lumba, if last year he generated so much conversation, then we should have also included him in something like High Life Artist of the Year because he had massive audience appeal without releasing any song. That doesn't make sense to me. What I say, it makes sense. Until we would just as we would want to judge you for the audience appeal, I'll see Jum bring that audience appeal. Now say Juma bring that audience appeal here. I'm a piano and I'm some do share dance artist of the year.
No group song of the year. At least
I think we would have to end it all here on this note. To the people in there, we wish you guys well. Bright thinks Lali and Lola, they are a strong contender in that group. And Roland and Marital also thinks no, nobody can beat.
The off last year.
Nobody can beat.
It's not
true.
And Roland also thinks Keche deserves to win. Well, to the organizers as to what delayed them. Good for them. Finally, it is back, and this is also part of the conversation and the buzz around the scheme, as many people are still discussing it today online. There are people who were so surprised they could not see Dope Nation in there, but later I want to believe they'll get to understand it. Well, thank you guys for watching. It has been another great edition of Showbiz Daily right here on Sammy Flex TV. Remember, I did this with my people, Theophilus Digosh, there's that Gerard, and in the studio, or the pundits, Bright Ashkat, as well as Roland Amati. My name is Sammy Flex. Remember, you can also subscribe to us. Let us read your commentaries on any of the topics there. One guy called Rich Lip says, Rich Lip says, Brasami, I'm so interested in the Asantuas, in this Asantuas issue. Minim the other or has a chance be better no I faster so no so American
okay ne Canada
be free Missouri now I fast now question na otimi akwa and also well, thank you so much. Till we meet again, we want to say good night and bye-bye.
Ghana, what's up? I have been in this market for a very, very long time, and I understand your day-to-day activities.